こいつ。なんという集中力。このぎゅっこに気づかぬほどの没頭。
The world we live in is full of distractions. There's distractions everywhere we look. We have our phone, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have this video right here. We have everybody trying to take our attention away because it's the most undervalued resource out there. And yet, you can see in Demon Slayer, he is so focused on making sure that this sword is completed to the perfection that it needs to. No matter the harm, no matter the pain, no matter the words that somebody says to him, he does not lose his focus because he knows the task that he has to complete. Once the task is complete, he can go focus on something else. We too often lose our focus. We drift away from what we should be doing because we think that our focus should be doing this thing of scrolling social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts, whatever it may be. We think that that's where our focus lies because we don't want to sit in the discomfort of the silence. We don't want to sit in the discomfort of having to focus on something that could be beneficial in the long run. And I have yet to figure out why that is. I think it's a lot of the fact that we're afraid. And the fear of having that silence, that focus of missing out on something. It's just in the last video that I just released a couple days ago is you can see how fear is small. Fear is insignificant. It's minor. It runs from us because it understands how little power it actually has over us as people. Whereas focus allows for us to create anything that we want to. I've always wanted to have a very athletic build, so I've always focused on how can I be able to be strong? How can I be able to be strong physically, mentally, and emotionally? Physically, I focus on the gym. Mentally, I focus on books and meditation. Emotionally, I put myself in situations where my emotions can potentially control me, and then realize that if I'm allowing myself to be controlled by emotions, that makes me weak, that makes me manipulative. It allows for me to be easily controlled, essentially. And something that I've never wanted is to be easily controlled. I want to be able to have the freedom to do what I need to do whenever I want to do it. And that comes from focus. If we can focus on doing what truly matters in short, even long periods of time. There's a book called The Power of Full Engagement where essentially he goes into the topic of focus. You just need to focus on something for a very, I'd say, short period of time. I usually like to do 4 hours, 4-hour blocks, and then you take a rest, you do something else, go on a walk, bike ride, go to the gym, whatever it may be. And then you can come back and you can focus even more because you were able to give yourself that time to process what you ended up doing. Focus is one of the most undervalued resources that we have out there because our focus drifts so much. And in today's world, a lot of the friends that I talk with and hear online is, oh, I have ADHD, oh, I can't focus on this or I can't focus on that. And I think it's BS. We haven't found things to focus on because I was the same way. My focus would shift and mold and go from different place to different place because I thought that was what I needed it to do. Like in college, I was always not focused at first, but then as soon as I knew that I needed to focus, I was focusing just like that. Like I would put my phone outside of my reach so that I wouldn't be distracted by it. I would tell myself if I was looking at my phone, it's like, no, I need to finish this first because I'm focusing. And I don't think a lot of people have discipline, at least from the people that I've spoken with. For myself, it took me time to build up the discipline to be able to focus on tasks for an extended period of time. It didn't happen overnight. It did start with small baby steps of maybe not buying certain things at the grocery store to be able to focus more, or telling myself, hey, I'm going to read until I get up to page 50, and I would focus just on reading, regardless of if my text message, if my phone rang or whatever it would be. Like I'd put it on airplane mode so that I could focus on the task at hand. When we focus, we can accomplish so much. There's way more things that we can accomplish when we focus. It's just lack of focus kills us. When there is no focus, when there's no direction, when we're overcome by fear, we cower. We go to what's easy, what's simple, what's norm for most people, which is going on our phone, wasting hours of our time doing things that don't actually have an impact. And that's where the issue lies, is everybody's trying to get attention from somebody else. Everybody's trying to gain your attention. I'm trying to gain your attention right now. I'll be blunt. Like, that's what I want. I want your attention to watch this video to hopefully inspire you to go do something with your life. That's my whole goal. Like an anime, it shows you that there are people, like it gives you a different perspective that maybe a lot of other shows and people and things you do might not necessarily give you, as I have done. Look at the anime, look at the people in this series, and see how they're focused, see how they are determined to accomplish their goal so that they can help other people. You'll realize that it's really quite simple. You just have to find something that you're passionate about, something that you like to do. It could be drawing, it could be reading, it could be walking, it could be biking, it could be really anything that you want it to be. It could be thinking, it could be meditating, it could be smoking, it could be driving, it could be going to the gym. The sky's the limit. It's just you have to make the decision on what you want to focus on. Put your head down and focus on that, no matter the distractions, no matter the noises. Because I had issues with this a while ago where every noise, every thought, everything that I would hear, I thought was outside of me. I did. Whereas I've realized I was just losing my focus on what was inside of me. I was easily becoming distracted, and it was hindering me in certain aspects of my life. And I couldn't have that happen anymore. I wouldn't allow that to happen anymore. And that's why I was able to focus. Like I've been able to focus with my YouTube, like getting this back on track with my current 9-to-5 job. I was able to focus and close almost $400,000 worth of sales essentially within a week, when that's our monthly quota. And I was able to do that thanks to focus. Focus is everything. When you focus, your dreams come true. When you focus, you grow as a person. When you focus, nothing anyone says, does, or you think they think of you will affect you on your journey. Make it happen at all costs. Focus on what matters most, and don't pay attention to things that don't.